We are diving headfirst today into, well, one of the most provocative claims you hear in economic history circles. The idea that the poor of today actually live better than the kings of the 19th century.
It sounds kind of ridiculous on its face, doesn't it?
It does. Is this just, a dramatic exaggeration to sell a viewpoint, or does modern life truly hold some baseline advantages that even the absolute elite of the past lacked?
Well, the sources really force us to step back and compare two vastly different ways of measuring well-being.
Okay.
On one hand, you have the absolute standard of living, so pure survival, health, technology. And on the other, you have relative well-being status, inequality, and all the psychology that goes with it.
And that distinction is everything. So the mission of this deep dive is to figure out where that trade-off really lies. We have to try and answer that question from the source material.
Would you actually make the trade?
Exactly. Would you trade your modern, even a lower-class existence for being a king from a few centuries ago? Because the answer, it seems, depends entirely on what you value most.
And if you look at it just through the lens of, say, objective survival and comfort, the choice becomes, well, it becomes surprisingly simple.
In favor of today.
Overwhelmingly.
Okay, so let's unpack those absolute advantages. The sources cite modern medicine as the one overwhelming, non-negotiable advantage an average person today has over even the wealthiest people from before the 20th century.
It's the sheer vulnerability of the past elite that's so shocking. Think about rulers in the 18th or 19th centuries.
Sure.
They were surrounded by opulence, yes, but they were still dying from things like syphilis, smallpox, tuberculosis.
Things we can now easily treat or prevent.
Right. Even a powerful emperor like Caligula lived with a level of health risk that we would associate with, extreme poverty in the developing world today.
Yeah.
His security couldn't stop the germ.
And we forget that just 200 years ago, nobody, and I mean nobody, regardless of wealth, had anesthesia or antibiotics.
A simple infection could be a death sentence. Right. Any surgery was just excruciatingly risky.
And sanitation, that's another huge understated point.
A massive one. The sources highlight that even the poorest Americans today have access to soap and indoor plumbing.
Technologies that were just unavailable to basically everyone 200 years ago.
And the effect is dramatic. Clean water and sanitation can reduce things like diarrhea and cholera by up to 95%. That's a life-altering gain in stability that no amount of gold could buy you in 1850.
It makes that thought experiment in the sources so powerful. Imagine you show Caligula a slightly rickety modern apartment.
Probably good material, sure.
Of course. But then you show him a flushing toilet, a color TV, and a medicine cabinet with painkillers and antiseptic cream. To him, that would seem like alien magical power.
It fundamentally